And 3, 2, 1.
Recently, I broke off a relationship I had with a guy, a friend of mine. Or let me rephrase it, a guy I thought was a friend of mine. I cut off all ties to the man. And
I can't believe he sat down and
yeah,
passive-aggressively honed and polished this take on Ethan Ralph.
I think it's brilliant. I think he's put together the rough outline last night of his sales pitch, and now
we really liked each other.
He's really hitting home.
Does he even mention Ralph's name in this, or does he just passive-aggressively hint at this former friend who's betrayed him like a snake, like a viper?
Godwinson, I think what you're missing is, I'm quoting Zig Ziglar here, one of the strongest emotions we face is fear. And you've probably heard the old sales adage, fear of loss is greater than the desire for gain. And what Coach Red Pill is doing here is creating for anyone who ever associates with Ethan Ralph a great fear of loss, that they'll be shafted. But it only works if you trust the Coachmeisters.
There's been like 20 different angles so far.
But Godwinson, they're all coherent in one take, aren't they?
It's also petty. This is a 51-year-old man.
He's 51. The smears. I love the quotation marks that pop up, Godwinson.
His friend.
Not doing much.
He was my best friend.
Why would he do this?
Very serious.
But you don't understand what this is, Godwinson. You're missing the narrative genius.
And how did you know it was a lie?
It was a lie, Godwinson. The dramatic zoom in on the children's pictures behind him. But look at there's like a tape there on the desk, and
was not saying a peep. Was not contradicting.
He's the villain in this art. He is the villain in this anime. I don't care what anyone says.
But Godwinson, the world loves a good villain, and without people like Coach, without Yin-Ya, there is no Yang. You know that.
As far as I was concerned, the reason was.
I mean, Coach fulfills a specific role in this universe.
Has he storyboarded this? Has he scripted and storyboarded this?
Yes, he has. He has, Godwinson. He storyboarded this in less than 4 hours. That's how talented he is. How do you feel about this piece of Kino? Look at these cuts. Look at how editing.
This is the most concentrated form of passive aggression I've ever seen.
It's like if you were to, if you've ever made moonshine.
He's worse than a teenage girl.
Stick up for him. He didn't stand up. And that matters.
It is as though a 16-year-old girl has inhabited the body of a 51-year-old Ashkenazi Jew.
He got really angry about being labeled as a Jew, didn't he? He really hammered it home that he was Chilean.
He's the Chilean hero.
Why is he swiveling in his chair? Why is he doing this?
But Godwinson, it's to create a hypnotic suggestion in the indoctrinated inductee's mind.
Suppose I run into your friend.
You're not getting it. Look at his tits jiggle back and forth. Look at this. He's going. It's an autistic tick. It's how I play with the pen in every video. It's an autistic tick. Look at the shoulder. The shoulder. Look at how it comes up. It's very unnatural how he moves, but that's how I move.
Where's his family? Why are they allowing him to do this?
Godwinson, they're not allowed in. Okay, he keeps his work and his home separate. He's a good man.
If your friend, John Smith, whom I'm speaking to,
John Smith is Ralph, right? So he's saying John Smith, but he means Ralph. But he's promised everyone that he's never going to say Ralph's name again, so he has to use this cipher.
Acquiesces to
No, he does say Ethan's name in this video. This is the only part I think he messes up in this take, is he uses Ethan's name towards the end and says he wishes he was dead. And that's really where this hits its ultimate peak, because he almost becomes like the whaler from Moby Dick. He's obsessed with harpooning the gun. He's obsessed. and he's driven mad.
I'm dying.
They took me shekels. They took me shekels. Oh, get that gun.
I can't breathe.
I don't fucking know.
What kind of friend is that?
Exactly. I'm standing up for you, coach. Don't you fucking dare say I didn't stand up for you to Godwinson, coach. Don't.
This man is literally evil.
But Godwinson, it's not what it appears to be. Just because he's dressed in a Nazi uniform doing a Sig Heil doesn't mean he's a Nazi, Godwinson. That doesn't mean that. You know, just because he looks like a liar and a villain and a snake doesn't mean that he is. Does not mean, because I want to believe. I want to believe in Coach Keno. Look at this beard. Look at this. I'm so high. You think I said that this morning? Huh? No, of course not. Of course not.
It was a very painful decision.
It was painful.
It was painful to storyboard and edit this passive-aggressive take.
It was painful to cancel This Week in Nectar as well. It was painful.
To be surrounded by enemies.
It's a painful decision, but we were becoming cancerous.
Every time he mentions the word friends, does he do air quotes? Because he's done it like 5 or 6 times.
But the best part, Godwinson, is this caps off his Friends trilogy in the playlist. He planned this for years.
Because it's easy.
There are 2 other videos on Friends we can watch.
What is this? This is advice going out on his main channel, isn't it? All to his incel audience. You know, they've got to write this down in their notebooks. Never befriend Ethan Ralph.
But I've listened to enough incel programming from Coach that I'll believe this.
Bullshit being spread is a lie.
You know?
You see, if a friend of
he's very successful at what he does.
Why does he keep going in and out of focus? Is it just me, or does he keep going in and out of focus?
He's doing it on purpose. It's like the lens flare with J.J. Abrams. This is his signature, is to go in and out of focus. Look at the background, and the foreground is changing. Do you see that? The background-foreground transitions?
But neither the foreground or the background is interesting, so why would he transition
to no, Godwinson, you're missing everything. God damn it! You're fucking being a plebeian. How can you not appreciate this piece of Coach Keno?
I want people to know that he and I are not friends.
No.
He's like a fucking...
As far as I'm concerned, he can drop dead. I could give a shit.
Jesus. That's the mic drop moment, isn't it? That's the fucking woo.
That's it. It's over.
He can drop dead. Ethan Ralph can drop dead.
But here's what happens: is a clip channel will just clip that 1 second where it was interesting, and then post it to their fans, and people will get fired up about that 10 seconds out of this.
That was 8 minutes 31 seconds of the most.
But did you notice how he closed strong? He closed strong, Godwinson.
That was unbelievable. That was terrible. In the description, he writes, "Not my best video. I repeated myself and was not concise and precise as I wanted to be. Tell you the truth, it's been a rough couple of days."
No!
Sorry about that. But he still has time to shill his Indiegogo.
Let's have a look. What's it up to, Godwinson?
Have you seen this? Have you seen the hashtags that he's hashtagged this video with? It's hashtag Coach Red Pill, hashtag friends.
My Little Pony. Friendship's magic with me.
God,
I don't know.
There's was
big adventures and tons of fun.
That could be your father or your grandfather doing this.
I wish he was.
I think he'd be thrown in a home or sectioned if it were me.
If it were up to you, you'd put him in the home?
Yeah, he'd be.
What is the chat think? 1, send him to the home. 2, train to Auschwitz. What do you think? I don't know. I vote 3.
PPP. Thanks for recording this very special edition in This Week in Nectar. It's been a ride.
It was something. I hope everyone enjoyed this one night only reunion.